Okay. Let's get going on capital. I'm going to make a motion.
Okay, we're on capital. Which one are we going to do?
I'll make a motion for discussion purposes to move a total for municipal capital of $15,000. Total for non-recurring major expenditures of $15,000. As recommended by the town council.
Why do I have 74,700?
I'm sorry, 74,700.
89,700. Wait, what are we talking? Yeah, we did, it's 89,700. We added on, just as she said, we added on the hot dogs.
I should know that.
Okay,
What are the items again?
so 15,000, okay.
So it's 89,700.
89, okay. I'll amend it. I'll change that motion. Withdraw that motion. Make a motion.
I make a motion that we recommend the sum of $89,700 for non-recurring major expenditures, which does include the hot box.
What are the items in
We have a motion, we have a second. Discussion?
Items.
What are the items in that list?
The items are the police patrol, just as the town administrator recommended. Police,
Four items.
yep, police vehicles, the police audio and video recording equipment mandated, and $7,500 for the furnace for the main garage, plus the hot box.
Plus 15,000 for the hot box.
Yeah, 89,700.
Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's
I'll
unanimous.
make another motion for recurring finance payments for major items as $286,197.
I'll second that motion.
Motion made and seconded, discussion? All in favor? Opposed? No. Anybody? 11-0. Okay. That takes care of capital. We're off.
Do we have to reconsider that motion? What is the new information on the sweetener?
It's not really new information. Here, it's already indicated here that we're receiving a 50% grant from DEM, and it's reflected here. The sweeper. You notice it's a 50, match. That would be a good end. Well, I think it's already reflected here in the figures.
Correct.
Correct.
The only new news is that we actually have received the grant. So we have more letter on the way, but DEM called to say we can get this.
Yeah.
Yes, we're financing our match.
Price, that's including the 286.
Yes.
Right, okay, got it.
Got it?
So we're all set.
Okay.
I'd like to,
Before we get, I want to do something, before we get tired. Before more tired. It was always in my mind that we were going to meet next week. Again, because I didn't figure we were going to finish it up. I can't meet Thursday night. We can meet Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday night at Senior Center.
We have to have our figures in on the 2nd, which is Thursday.
Right, so I can't, so we have to do it before then. If I can meet any night, if Tuesday night is a good night, that gives us a little bit of leeway.
yeah, one night leeway? Holy cow.
Well, that'll give us a target to shoot for instead of
Yes.
thinking we can come back.
Yes.
Okay?
What do we need to, what do we have left to do? The resolutions?
Resolutions. Now, I mean, if we can get resolutions done by 10 o'clock or so, or even later, if people want to stay later, that's fine with me. I still think we need to put it all together and come back at least quickly to review it and review
We have
Nancy's
to-
spreadsheet.
Yeah, well, we need to vote on the ballot as the appropriations and the...
So it's not going to need to be, but the more we get done tonight, the shorter the meeting is next week. So if people have resolutions, then what do you want to go to next time?
Can we pick a night first?
As long as we're on this topic.
From last year's ballot, how many resolutions do we really have to change? Well,
First one that was on last year's, right?
Can I just make a suggestion, because we were on the topic of meeting next week, can we just settle that and move on?
Tuesday night, okay?
Tuesday night's fine.
Tuesday night work? Work for you?
Okay.
Tuesday, all right. Any opposed to Tuesday, can't make it Tuesday? Okay, we're going to meet Tuesday next week, 7 o'clock at Senior Center. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Alex.
You got that?
Where are we meeting? Senior Center.
And this one's taken all week, so unless we, I kind of tongue in cheek asked if the library was open.
I could go to Union. I did give everybody a copy of a proposed draft of a capital fund account. So we discussed, I passed out all my copies. However, if we put that over till Tuesday night, it's fine with me, because I'm going to be
Okay, well,
Mr. Chair?
I don't have a problem with Tuesday night, yes, sir.
Mrs. Clark just reminded me to let you know, you haven't voted on the school budget.
I know.
Oh, very good.
And I appreciate that Mrs. Black didn't say it to me. I didn't. Yeah, you. I know
you'd throw me out.
You intimidated her.
Yeah. That'd be it. That'd be the day of intimidating. We did not, let's do the school department budget. What do we have for a final number in here? I've got it. I'm finding it fast enough. More pieces of paper than cards.
Make a motion to approve the recommended bottom line budget request of the school for $29,582,126, which is a 1% increase over last year's budget.
second.
Does that sound right, Sal?
Yes.
Better be right.
Any discussion? We have a second?
Yes.
Yes.
Any discussion?
No, not me.
All in favor? All opposed? Any abstentions? We're all set.
I'd just like to know for the record, in case it was just tuning in, that we did have a lengthy discussion with the school
Yeah,
department about the
yeah.
budget. This isn't just off the top of our head. May
Okay,
I-
Sally, you can go home. Okay.
I'd also like to make a motion that we use the revenue line item for operations aid for the schools. Mrs. Black, operations aid for the school, the number is $5,980,785.
5980785.
$5,980,785 as the operations aid for the revenue side of the budget.
Does that need to be voted on?
Yes, it does.
Okay, do I have a second?
Thank you.
Alex seconded it.
Alex? Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Unanimous. All right, where do we move on to?
We were just talking about the resolution.
You want to just, does anybody have the resolutions from last year?
Yeah.
Andy?
They're all in the docket.
Yeah, do we want to just go through those and see? Are we changing any of this, or?
I think we need to keep Resolution 1,
That's kind of what I thought was
but
why.
just change to the fiscal year.
Just change the fiscal year?
Right.
Is that,
May I suggest that you read Resolution 1 for the television audience?
Oh. 1, resolved that the expense and revenue budgets, both itemized by account, that support the proposal for appropriations and tax levies, which receives a majority of votes cast by the electors at this financial town referendum, shall be adopted as the Tiverton General Fund budget for the fiscal year ending June 30, 2016.
Second that motion.
any discussion? All in favor? Okay, that one's done.
2, resolve that all municipal capital accounts be restricted for their intended purpose and that no transfers are authorized out of those accounts. Make a motion.
Need a second?
Second.
Discussion? That was pretty straightforward, to me. Go ahead.
Just want to bring up a quick note. It's not really the end of the world, but when we actually complete one of these line items and we save money, now we can't transfer it out. That's my only thought. So this year we had a maintenance truck in the account. We spent a lot less than was budgeted. Now that money is sitting there in that line item as we approach the end of the year. It can't be transferred for anything else. The problem, of course, would be verification. Did you use it for its intended purpose or not? So I just want to throw that out there for the record. We do create some difficulties when either we decide not to buy a capital item or we save money when we buy one. That's all.
I have to agree with you. I'm never in favor of these accounts unless you create them specifically as a restricted account, period. Okay, because I think management always ought to be able to move money around. And I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but, so, if I had to do that in all the years that I was a school business manager, I would have gone nuts. Okay? But, well, some would say that I have anyway, so. So anyway, there's a motion to have that same resolution?
I would be open to, because I also would like to, I'd like to tie this into the resolution that Ms. Durfee is proposing, and maybe we need to think about the language for that.
Then let's just get.
Let's hold on that.
Yeah, also, I think the
Well, I'll bring yours up now at the same time while we got this
Well,
one.
you can, I'm going to be leaving. I mean, I have a...
Why don't we do this on Tuesday?
Yeah, that would be my suggestion.
I'm fine with that if people are. I mean, it doesn't really.
Yeah, because resolution number 4 does, in effect, mine and that has to be reconciled.
Okay.
So, and that's a little bit more thought than just trying to get something
Do you have a
done.
copy of yours?
Yes, passed around, these copies everybody.
Okay, I do have it, okay.
Can I make a
So I was going to recommend that people take a look at this one. Wasn't there one other?
I also have been thinking about a resolution that maybe I'll try and get my act together to email it out.
Yeah, I want to see this. If anybody has one,
I'll email it out, but please do not comment back. We don't have discussions online, but I'll email it out.
give us, and then you can, everybody has a chance to look at it and think about it.
And bring back your
But
thoughts.
Laura's comment,
I mean, you know what I mean, thoughtful.
Laura's comment is, please take it to heart. It's not a discussion. It's just giving us the opportunity to look at a potential resolution
And think about
and
it
think about it.
and come prepared so that we can.
Far better to do that than get bang, we don't have time.
I make a motion to accept the minutes of March 19th.
Second, with tremendous praise.
Yes.
Yeah. Nicely done. All in favor? All opposed? Any opposed? Any abstentions? Minutes are passed unanimously. What else do we have?
Can I, Mrs. Mello needs to say something that I'd like to...
Yes, on resolutions, I'd just like you to keep in mind, because I know I won't be in attendance, at least not for all of next week. This meeting, not the full meeting. On the restricted accounts, you have one here for the reval account, you also have one for the
Elections.
election account. And maybe we need to keep it stated in there, maybe you could combine it with that one or not, but would you keep that in mind, please, that
Keep it
election
separate.
account? No, it's a restricted account, so that it has the ability to carry forward for the following year's election. But it isn't in last year's, it was in the year before. And we want to make sure it keeps continuing.
I was just going to make a suggestion that we take 2 seconds and go through so that we all know what we're going to be doing next week and what we're expecting Nancy Briggs to do.
Thank you, Ms. Durfee. Give Puffy a hug.
My plan next week is to have this completed as of the actions we took tonight. Not, the resolution part won't be, obviously. And to have the revenue piece done.
So that next week, we will be able to see what the levy will be. Okay, that's all. Now I'm talking about
Does
that.
anyone want to start earlier next week on 7?
It's fun for me.
I won't be able to come early at 7.
We'll leave it at 7, what it's been.
Well, because if our deadline is April 2nd, which is Thursday, we need to have the levy approved, the revenues approved, all the expenses approved, the language of the ballot, all blessed, and all the resolution language blessed. So maybe Nancy, if you can, I know it's a lot to ask, but if you get it done by, over the weekend.
Yeah.
If you email it out.
I would love to do that because everybody needs to check.
We all need to take some ownership of these numbers. So
Absolutely. And just in case there's an error, we need to find it.
Yes.
Just that's one thing that helps, so. When you can get it to us, means we'll be glad to proofread it and get back to you on that.
And particular attention to the revenues, because we need to approve the revenues also.
Oh, gracious. Anyone else?
Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn. Second.
All in favor? All opposed? So voted.